All right, SPOOs are trading 11.97. The pivot point today is about 12.03. We're sitting below it. We had traded down sharply this morning here pre-market down to 11.91. 11.88 actually was the touchdown, and then they have taken them back up. But we are still, the moving averages are below each other right now, and the market, even with the Warren Buffett purchase of a chunk of Goldman Sachs, so they can get some liquidity. Even Goldman Sachs, folks, was having some liquidity issues. One thing I want to point out, we are in a bear market. We have been in a bear market. I've been saying this for well over a year. Bear markets don't just one day, one event, wash out and end themselves. This will continue to go on for a number of years, I do believe. Take a look at the housing market. If you look at Dow Jones U.S. Housing Home Builders Index, it topped in July of 2005. And we still have not bottomed. We've been down as low as 220 or so. We're trading around 320. The chart to me still says bear market. So why fight the tape until the bottom is in? And you can safely go in and back buying. There's no point in buying home builders at this point. We still haven't had a washout of home builders. I think you'll see the same thing in stocks over the next couple of years, regardless of who wins the presidency. This is going to be a tough 2 to 4 years from here. So I would put, I'm not going to call a bottom on the stock market for a number of years, and I think it's a fool's game right now to try to call a bottom. Oil is up 2.5% here today, trading 109 flat actually as we speak. Again, the SPOOs are bearish, still below the pivot. I would buy, say, above 12.05 this morning. Until then, I think you want to be on the short side, but we did trade this morning, quite quickly to the 11.88. 11.85 is the S1. 11.67 is the S2. Pointing out the key numbers here on the support levels, and then below that, if we dive below 11.65, you're going all the way down to about 11.30. So those are your support numbers that I trade with, proprietary pivot numbers. On the upside, your resistance level 1, 12.22, and then we go up from there. Again, we're trading below the pivot, 12.02, 12.03 in that area. We've got Warren Buffett taking a $5 billion, almost 10% stake at the $53 billion valuation of Goldman, with another $5 billion warrants at 115, so he's already in the money on those. Stock is positioned here pre-market to trade up some. It was trading around, let me just take a quick peek here again. I think it was around 130.50 or so this morning. Yeah, it's 131.50 bid right now in Goldman Sachs. So again, if you're long some Goldman, congratulations. You had a nice little overnight run at the end of the stock last night, and then continuing this morning. So we're going to watch this market today. Again, we've got Bernanke Paulson in front of Congress, I believe. They were in front of the Senate yesterday, so two-day show and tell. It continues today. You'll have that going on. You've got Apple pointing up a little bit this morning. You've got, again, the S&P. The futures are up 10, but again, most of that happened last night after the Warren Buffett is actually, they traded up to about 12.10, 12.11, and then down to 11.97. So they have pulled back. We closed at 11.87, pretty much the low of the day yesterday. Again, I'd be short if we get under 11.85. That happens to, again, be about the S1. If we go down there with some volume, we could go down quite far today. Again, we are in a bear market. Don't try to fight it. We'll get some vicious, violent rallies, but I think they all need to be sold right now over the next few years. This is not going to play out and shake out in one day, 1 week, 1 month. So keep that in mind in your longer term perspective of the markets. We are in a bear market. That is not going to change. We're only 1 year into it. I think this will take at least another year, if not two, before we see a true bottom. Again, March of 2000, we saw a high in the markets. We did not see a bottom until the March of 03 area. Again, go back, look at your charts. You can't make this stuff up. Bear markets last longer than you think. The real estate market's a perfect example, and I don't even think we're near a bottom yet on that. You still have to have some publicly traded companies go under. So that's it. First Solar up $12, Microsoft up 36 cents, and we'll be back later. Have a great trading morning.